All right. Hello, hello, hello. This is WTUL New Orleans 91.5. I'm DJ Arcade, and you're listening to The Sid Squared Show, where today it's a very special edition of our show because we have the Planet of the Little Green Men here in the station with us. You guys want to say hey?
Hello, WTUL New Orleans.
And what's your name?
I'm Ben, and I'm the lead singer and one of the guitar players of Planet of the Little Green Men.
You guys want to go around?
Yeah,
we got a couple of you.
Let's introduce ourselves.
Yeah, sure. I'm Jack Owen, and I'm another one of the guitarists of this band.
I'm Hunter, and I'm the drummer of Planet of the Little Green Men.
What up? I'm Caleb. I'm the bassist of Planet of the Little Green Men.
What's up? My name's Anton. I'm the lead guitar player of Planet of the Little Green Men.
I feel like that's the only way to say is like Planet of the Little Green Men.
Yeah.
Like
It's just so long and silly.
It is. I will say I do feel a little deceived. No one is green. No one's wearing green except one hat. There's one green hat in the room. However, that's about it. But
let's pick up this.
Get off.
Okay, we're not.
but we are very excited to have everyone here, which is super exciting. And I'm Sydney, as Sid Squared sort of indicates, and we're here with Sydney as well.
Mm-hmm.
And she has some questions for you guys. So
Yeah.
Beautiful. Amazing.
You say beautiful a lot, so.
I do, because everything's beautiful.
Yeah. So, for our fans who don't know about the little Planet of the Little Green Men, I really want to take so people can be like early adopters of your band, because I've seen you guys rocked it at Fret Street Fest.
That was fun.
And then on campus at Loyola, I saw you guys at the Back to School Bash, which happened last Saturday, and the Rock the Res Quad. So you guys are becoming an annual staple for Loyola students.
Yes,
But what was like the early inception of the band coming together? No, it was like fall of 2021 maybe?
Yeah, it was it's pretty much right when we first all got to school freshman year. Hunter and I both lived in Beaver Hall, and his door was right across the hallway from mine. So we met each other initially, and I was like, "Hey, I'm a guitar player and I write songs." And he was like, "Well, I'm a drummer." And so we started jamming out together and just playing some songs I had written. And then Anton was next to them in that room, and once we met Anton, we started playing with him. And then we had another friend of ours who was on the other side of Hunter's room named Victor, and he played bass with us for a while for like the first 4 or 5 months of the band. And
Shout out Victor. Though,
shout out Victor, yeah. A force to be reckoned with, for sure. And then another friend of ours, Aiden, played bass for our first show we had, which was April of 2022.
Okay.
And then, we just developed a catalog of music. And then at the beginning of last year, Caleb joined in as our bass player, and now he's been the longest running bass player so far, so that's great. And I think ever since last year, because we had already had sort of a full set of music on top of what I had come back with and what we wrote over the last year. So ever since this lineup has been what it is, it's kind of felt the most comfortable and like legit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was like finding that space to like be comfortable with your band, did that start out as like right now you guys have like a psych rock kind of chill ambient thing, kind of like the Iceman special going? Did it like start out that way, or was that something you guys grew into?
Well, we've definitely kind of grown into kind of jamming and becoming more comfortable with like experimenting within songs that are kind of already written.
A lot of improvising, I guess.
Yeah. Anton said a lot of improvising. So it's But the first songs we ever performed were actually, it's our first single that's on all streaming services called Arrival, Monster in Your Head. And those songs were the first ones we ever learned, and they were pretty intense and kind of punky and, you know, whatever. They were definitely not chill.
Yeah, you guys definitely.
And I think what makes them pretty cool is the fact that those are the like first two songs we all wrote together, like as a band collectively.
Yeah. The first single we ever put out were the first two songs that I hadn't already written and
Okay.
brought to the band, and we like all wrote those together, which was
Nice.
fun. Yeah.
So, like, those Arrival and Monster in Your Head, those are a lot more like punk and just power chords, and it's very fast. And
Yeah.
on your YouTube videos, I watch you say, like, oh, you're, like, warning the crowd, like, oh, this one is chill. And then one time, I don't know, you're, like, as if it's bad or something that you're about to go from, like, punk to super chill. But are there any more, like, are you going more in a chill direction with the music that you recorded last year and are maybe going to release in the fall?
Yeah, we have a full album ready, and I would like to think that kind of the 3 singles that are out right now are going to be on the album, and I think we chose those to kind of show that the album's going to be sort of all over the place, but I think like thematically and tonally all the songs like work really well together and construct a nice narrative, if you will, for the album. But it's definitely going to be a lot of heavy, fast, chuggy stuff and a lot of chill, spacey, trippy stuff, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's a really nice mix, I feel like. And one of my, like, have you seen Planet of the Little Green Men? Okay, well, you will on Sunday.
I've
but
not, no. I feel like a bit of a traitor. I am very apologetic. I've not seen it, no. But
Well, hopefully this
please
gets
do.
you
You have so
excited.
many chances.
I'm very excited.
I was gonna say, what is Fish Swim about?
Oh, that's a good question because I tend to kind of not put too much thought into like lyrics when I'm writing them. Meaning that like I don't necessarily know what I'm writing about most of the time when I'm writing it, but definitely some subconscious themes. But I really like to kind of have the music be as open to interpretation as possible. And I'm not trying to like cop out an answer right now. I just I wrote that song when I was like 17 or 18 it was like probably during the initial stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. So it's been a few years, but you know, kind of I think a lot of the lyrics I write are just tied into like feelings everyone our age has like felt, like just angst and kind of, you know, impending doom in today's society.
Of course.
Yeah, but then a lot of it's also about just kind of being okay with yourself, maybe. I don't know. That's just kind of how I see a lot of the music. But yeah, it's probably different for a lot of other people.
Yeah, I mean everyone's got like a monster in their head. so
Yeah, that's what I'm
true.
saying.
Coming from Sydney, that's kind of funny. But yeah, it's nice. It's always good to have a song that's open to interpretation because you can get more people listening to it. And so it's always fun talking to some of my friends about tons of different things, whether it's songs or books, and they'll say something like, I have no idea where you got that, but that's great for you. I love that for you.
Yeah, I love hearing like what people might think about what we come up with. But yeah, like I think a lot of the music that has influenced me, like in the way that I write, is pretty like poetic in that way, like lyrically. But these guys have all been, like, we're all influenced and practicing musicians of all different types of music. So that definitely plays into how the songs end up sounding too.
Yeah. Can you guys each talk about the different types of like jazz or something random of you guys?
Let's start.
What do you guys
Let's start
playing?
with Anton, jazz major.
Yeah, I mean, being a jazz major in Loyola and having it be one of the main focuses that I have, like the main styles of music I've been playing within the last like 2 years, was definitely a crazy decision of mine. Like I thought, gonna have to balance like the constant practice that I have to, like the routine that I have to do to build a craft in jazz, but you know, I have a new like branch open in like the catalog and something I definitely wanted to explore, because I mean what got me into like this like more psychedelic driven side of rock and roll in the first place was Ben introducing me to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Guys kind of rocked my world.
They're legends. I saw them
they're
when they were
pretty
last
sick.
here
They're
in
pretty good.
Orleans,
I
yeah.
like their music a lot.
That was great.
Yeah.
Were you guys
and
all
then-
there?
Well,
Nice.
Not yet.
Oh.
But he saw them over the summer, so he made up for it.
Nice.
I mean, as of recent playings, like a band that was also introduced to me by Ben, it was Crumb, and I really enjoyed a lot of the jazz influence in it as well. So I feel like we had a lot of space to like bring that to the table, because like our songs are pretty unpredictable at this point. Like I don't, when we write a song, it's probably not, they might not sound closely related like to each other.
And so much
But-
of jazz is like improvisational. I feel
Exactly,
like, so that's
exactly.
great.
In terms of like structure and form, we take it almost like if, like literally if we're playing jazz. I mean, Hunter's the jazz drummer, and he's like the king of form. He remembers every song. He saves me every time we play live.
He's a legend.
Drummers got to
Yeah,
keep the
another
beats.
jazz cat.
That's that.
Caleb? Give us a little Caleb lore.
I feel like Anton really said it all. I also started as a jazz major at Loyola, and more recently switched to the industry side to explore the contemporary and like the more business side and technology to really like develop my artistry in like other areas. But yeah, like I also grew up like playing jazz and like the saxophone, and like as somebody who's played like a lot of jazz and like improvisational things, I definitely agree that like this psychedelic rock is like definitely more of an outlet to like play improvisational things and like get into longer jams like Ben was saying, and like it's more fun to like find our sound that way, you know, because like anything goes kind of, you know, like it's a place to have fun, you know.
Yeah, it's great. You'll have the ability to kind of just. That's like true jamming. Like you know the form of it. It's not like you're just jamming.
It's
you
kind
know?
of like a Grateful Dead thing, you know. You see every song like change throughout their time,
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
just a little bit.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not always the same.
Going
Yeah.
back to old YouTube videos, like going back to old like Instagram and YouTube videos of us playing from a year or two ago, it's like the same songs that we've been playing since then sound so different. And not necessarily like, I don't know, I mean we definitely are tighter than we were back then, but we've just also, you know, when you play the same song enough times, you kind of want to see what you can get out of it and like really kind of do whatever you can to make it just as fun as it was like the first time you played it, you know. So
Yeah, it's great how like live music is an opportunity to expand and play around, even though
Yeah.
the recording's out there.
yeah, and I don't see it as a bad thing to like have to do that. I think it's a really good thing.
Maybe you guys should be like the Grateful Dead and like let people like tape your shows,
Oh,
like
absolutely.
make them do it.
Yeah,
and
no, yeah, I would
re-release that
I'd
stuff.
love for people to tape our shows. and
Yeah.
do whatever they want. But yeah, Hunter, you want to give us some background into your childhood and your
Right.
upbringing and stuff?
My childhood, I mean, I guess that's musically. I also started as a jazz major.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then I switched to popular and commercial music. But that definitely has like a big influence on my playing, I've noticed. I remember when I switched over to Popcom, one of one of our teachers told me I sounded like a jazz drummer playing pop, and I got like all in my head about that. Worked really hard to try and change that, but it definitely has a lot of influence on what I'm doing, and it helps a lot of the time. Me and Anton have a lot of little improvisational moments on the stage because we've played jazz together and we have that connection.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Like in the middle of like literally just start swinging in the middle of a show, like, while Ben tunes or something.
But then personally, like the kind of other vibe I like to add into to my parts is like John Bonham and Dave Grohl, just like with a little spice,
Mm-hmm.
combat whatever these guys are doing.
Wait, Ben, are you jazz too?
No.
Okay. Are you the only non-jazz, or
No,
both of you?
Jack is also.
Okay.
Now we're at the non-jazz section of the band.
The cool section.
Yeah, the cool section. No, just kidding. But I've been in PopCom since freshman year, August 2021, and yeah, I mean, it's just helped me meet all of these people because that program kind of really encourages you to go and meet other people and like from other departments and stuff. So that's what I did, and yeah, there would be no LGM without that. So I'm grateful to Loyola for that.
Go Loyola.
Yeah, go Loyola.
Yeah, hey, I'm Jack, and I'm also PopCom. Started, my freshman year. That's where I met Ben. I don't know, when I was young, I started playing a lot of, like, blues and rock. That's kind of where I fell in love with a lot of those guitar greats, specifically Hendrix. Loved Hendrix. And then these last few years, I've really become enamored with, like, jam band guitars,
Mm-hmm.
Grateful Dead, big number one. I can't listen to enough of them. Jerry Garcia, I mean, has had a tremendous influence on me, and other guitarists too from like those scenes like Dickie Betts and Warren Haynes, Dwayne Allman, Derek Trucks, all big guitarists I'm a big fan of.
I saw this video the other day of Derek Trucks. Oh man, he was like 14 performing with like Led Zeppelin or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely Nuss Prodigy player.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, that was great to hear all of your backgrounds. Lots of Loyola there.
There's a lot of us here. I mean, that took a while,
Yeah.
It's a little awkward. I'm the only Tulane student in the room, which is kind of funny at the
You've got to
WTUL
spread
radio.
the word,
I know. The Loyola, the Loyola music department is absolutely juiced up. They have everything. It's crazy. All the kids I've met there, insane talents.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah, she went to the very first Tiny Den, so she was
I did.
there
It was
for
very
that.
fun. It was very, very fun.
I want to get me on a tiny den. And by
Mhm.
me, I mean us.
Margaret Branson at Howl Entertainment, if you're listening, let's get Ben on.
Margaret. Come on. Margaret and I are tight. We took beer brewing together. over
Oh
the
my
summer.
gosh.
That's so funny.
What was your like capstone beer thing for your
Um,
project?
Mine was a Star Wars inspired beer.
What did that taste like?
We didn't get to actually make our own beer because then
Oh.
because it takes like a week or two to like really make it, and then everyone would have to do that. So we made 3 beers in class, and then the capstone was drinking them. So yeah.
Interesting.
Very fun
It
class.
does seem like it
It
would be in
was.
very high demand.
Yeah, it was a good class for sure.
So I have like kind of like 2-ish final questions before we get to fish swims and a live performance. But for people who are just tuning in, this is Planet of the Little Green Men.
Yeah.
So y'all's like branding, I feel like, is super good as a band. Like your logo you put over your videos have like this like slimy green slime font.
Oh yeah.
And it's very like sci-fi. It gives me like zombies a little bit too, which is fun.
Yeah.
And of course like aliens. It's like bright green. But what has been y'all's process like of branding yourself and your music? How did that?
Well, it's kind of just I don't know. I don't. It's interesting to hear, and thank you for saying that. You think it's good branding, because kind of just like post on Instagram. And my girlfriend Lainey, shout out Lainey, I love you. She makes some of that. She made that font for us with those letters, and she makes some art for us.
Did she do the like psychedelic Fish Swims album cover?
I did that one.
Okay.
Well, she took the picture. So that one, this is kind of the picture. That album cover is a very zoomed in and like upside down picture of my dog's nose.
Oh my gosh.
And then, so she took that picture, and then I went out and I took a picture of the lake that I live near in Colorado, and I like kind of meshed them together and like made the colors work, and that's what that is, you know.
Wow.
Interesting.
It
That's-
literally looked like something like AI generated, or like in a really good way, like.
Thank you.
And even there's like a couple lines on there that look like a fin of a fish.
Yeah, that's my dog's whiskers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out Frisco. I love you too.
What type of dog do you have? So what dog nose are we looking at?
He's
on
a
the album?
golden retriever,
Okay.
Oh.
but he's kind of a mutt. He's like, he's a weirdo.
He's
you
just a
know?
little creature, a little thing.
Yeah, a little creature.
fella. Very fun.
So what can we expect from the Planet of the Little Green Men coming up this semester? So you guys have 2 shows this weekend.
We do, yeah. We have a house party on Saturday. You can find the address on our Instagram, because I don't think I should say it on the radio right now. But we have that one, and then we're playing at Gasa Gasa on Sunday at 9 o'clock with Julzer. Julzer will be opening for us, and it's going to be a really fun night. It'll be cool. And then after that, we have a couple shows coming up out of New Orleans, in Baton Rouge at Mid-City Ballroom on September 29th. And then before that, though, on like September 16th, we're playing a festival in Hunter's hometown in Ohio.
Oh
Wow.
wow. I'm from Cincinnati.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're in Ohio.
Sydney.
Yeah, Sydney.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Sydney,
it's
Ohio?
near Lima, sort of. You know Lima? It's like half an hour from Lima, right?
South of Lima,
Yeah.
40 minutes.
Interesting. That's
But
crazy.
yeah.
So
Cool.
you guys are very booked for
We
the next
are.
few months, which is
Yeah,
very exciting. It's
we're
better to be
gonna-
booked than not.
Definitely, yeah. And then after that, a few shows in Mississippi in October, and then one in December, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. I went to this festival in Mississippi called Cathead Jam in Jackson,
Ooh,
and who played that? Flaming Lips
That's cool.
and Daniel Donato and Shaky Graves,
Wow.
and like some smaller acts, but like that'd be good. It's a jam band crowd,
Yeah.
so y'all should try to catch that
Definitely,
next spring.
definitely.
Um,
We're very excited for all that.
yeah. Any singles and
So I don't know about any more singles. We might, maybe, it's possible, but we have a full album that we are ready, well, we are getting ready to release. you
Okay.
know. So I think that'll be our next move, but we're also going to be recording more and kind of getting started. Like I'm already kind of envisioning our second album, and we haven't even like finished the first one, but you know, we've got some stuff coming. So
Mhm. That's
just
awesome to-
depends on when it's finished.
sweet. Well, follow the Planet LGM on Instagram.
Yeah.
To
Planet
keep up.
LGM.
Yeah, so up next we're going to listen to Fish Swim as the band gears up for an acoustic performance. So stay tuned to be a part of the club.
Oh yeah. All right. We're going to play two songs. Acoustic, which is, if you just heard what we were playing, not really what we're used to, but this will be fun. We're going to play two songs that aren't going to be on the album that'll be coming out near the end of the year. This first one is called Hopscotch. I was calling, waiting for you, holding true to my promise. I gave you no reception, a resurrection. I began on my feet to see you, so I walked a mile, maybe more, pale beside me, holding all you know is true. Okay. Hopscotch tendencies don't aggravate me like before. Childhood moves rapidly and real life is a bore. I can see more energy in you than years ago. It's just too bad and very sad that it's artificial snow. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Upward, eastward, downward spiral. Heaven knows they'll see you soon. Your empty body suffocates you. Lucky for them, I've got water to pour over you. You're breathing, barely thinking. Why'd I save you when you underestimated life that's flowing, brightly glowing? Indecision leaves me watching over you. Okay. Hopscotch tendencies don't aggravate me like before. Childhood moves rapidly and real life is a bore. I can see more energy in you than years ago. It's just too bad and very sad that it's artificial snow. One more time. It's just too bad and very sad that it's artificial snow. Thank you. Thank you. That was Hopscotch. Wrote that one a while ago, too. This next one is another chill one called Blue Comet. Take it away, Jack. All right. I couldn't see you if I tried. The conversation killed your sense inside. What happened to the fun inviting? Oh yeah, let's smoke some more, it's so exciting. And here I am again, feeling stressed. Poor me, but worse for you, your life's a mess. Why do you pull so many strings? You can't just shuffle around and wish for better, brighter things. Maybe I should get a move on. took too long. I don't want you around no more. It's just not any fun to see you at all. I've tried too many times to pick you up. If you got something to say, just shut the hell up. Woo. Planet of the Little Green Man. Okay. To call you a good friend is such a lie. No matter how much hurt you've caused, I tried. No way you prance around, it makes me sick. Well, good luck anyway with your new pick. It hurts to say this, but I know it's true. Being an open book is something you could never do. I want to say all of this to your face, but you just shuffle around, ignoring every single word I say. I should get a move on. Hanging around you doesn't seem quite right, but if you realize that you're wrong, take all that to the grave. It took too long. I don't want you around no more. It's just not any fun to see you at all. I've tried too many times to pick you up. If you got something to say, just shut the hell up. Okay, Anton. Jack. Thanks.